Why are you spazzing out on me, dog? Huh? Why are you spazzing out? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Whoa. I think I might buy an iPhone. I've put this thing in and out of my cart like 3 times today. I'm just not sure what I want to do. I was taking video and photos, and my wife was taking video and photos. And even though I have the relatively top of the line Nexus 6P, it's still not even close. Like, I'm not necessarily a big fan of iOS by any stretch of the imagination. It does a lot of things that I don't really love, but the image quality is so good, and I've gotten so lazy about carrying around a separate camera that I'm wondering if it's worth the trade-off of dealing with the issues of iOS, which are getting smaller and smaller as the thing gets better. Every version gets a little less obnoxious as far as the tie-in and the lockdown and all that other stuff. Maybe it's worth the trade-off. I don't know. I'm probably going to sit here and ponder this for another couple hours before I just end up driving over to the Apple Store and buying one. Alright, we're going to go buy an iPhone. I'm actually going to get one for my wife as well, because she's due. I've been on Android for 3 or 4 years now. The fact of the matter is that it's not bad. As far as operating systems go, I actually like Android a little bit. My issue is, well, actually I have 2 issues. One is the camera disparity. So when we were away last week, my wife and I both took a bunch of videos and both took a bunch of pictures. The Nexus 6P, which is probably the nicest like stock Android phone that's out right now still, at least until the Pixel comes out, like pairs in comparison to the iPhone 6. Not even the 6S, the 6. I can't believe that they're that different. And I just can't stand it anymore. The only option in the Android world that's even close is a Samsung. There's no way I'm getting into that lockdown, god-awful excuse of like an Android clone mess that they have. Their hardware may be fantastic, but there's no way that I can deal with that. So at this point, the iPhone's like the only other choice that I have if I want to stay up to date. The more I move into video, the more I need to have a better camera. The other issue is the app disparity. Everything that comes to iOS is generally better. Just a prime example, the Osmo mobile version for iOS compared to the Android version is like different. Same with Filmic Pro. If I want to use Filmic Pro, the version that is on iOS supports the Osmo mobile. The version that's on Android does not, and there's no timeline as to when it's actually going to happen. There's 1,000 cases where this is like this. When like pretty much every app that comes out on iOS first, and then eventually limps along to Android at some point. I'm done. Like I can't take it anymore. Those 2 reasons alone are basically it. Plus, I use an iPad every day. I use a Mac every day. I'm not necessarily in love with the Apple ecosystem, but I am a part of it whether I like it or not. It'll be fine. I think. It'll be fine. I haven't even thought about the fact that the headphone jack is going away. I'm wondering if this is even going to affect me at all. I use Bluetooth headphones 95% of the time. As long as the Lightning headphones work in the iPad, I don't think I'm going to ever have an issue. I know that the headphone thing was a big deal for a lot of people, and in reality, when I was thinking about it, I thought it was a big deal too. And the more I think about it, I don't actually think it's an issue at all. You win again, Apple. You win again. I ended up getting the watch too. What can you say? I'm a sucker. Wow, they make the packaging super easy now. Fancy. Phone with camera bump that I don't love. Earbuds with the cool headphone adapter. There we go, lightning cable. And charger. Easy peasy. Set that all up. 42mm space gray aluminum sport band black. Because I am unoriginal and not colorful. I apparently don't know how to open plastic. Because I don't know how to open plastic. The Colts aren't the most nimblest of creatures. Oh, fancy. Yeah, yeah. Very nice. This is a Series 1. I don't need GPS and stuff because
terribly active, to be honest. Still not nearly as fat as my, or big as my Moto 360, so I'm fine with that. Sweet.